My name's Brian Swenson. My role on the 94 project was HNTB's project manager. HNTB was partnered with CH2M Hill, a joint venture titled Milwaukee Transportation Partners. And that joint venture was hired by the Wisconsin Department of Transportation to assist them in the planning and design of the Mitchell Interchange project. This project's really important to the Wisconsin Department of Transportation because it's the gateway from the south. This is the primary entrance into Wisconsin. We start at the state line, we come 35 miles north to Milwaukee. We come through the Mitchell Interchange. The graphic behind me is actually one of the bridges that leads to General Mitchell International Airport. This is Wisconsin's primary airport. It's the gateway for visitors and tourists coming into and business users coming into and out of the state.
My name is Ryan Luck. I work for the Wisconsin Department of Transportation. This interchange is hugely important for tourism and business, and so it has been funded from a federal and state level with appropriate funds, and we were happy to say that we were able to get it done on budget and on time with that funding.
My name is Bob Gutierrez. I'm Director for the Southeast Freeways Program for the Wisconsin Department of Transportation. When we started out planning and designing the Mitchell Interchange, we worked with the community, so really the breadth of it is building it with the community. And the Mitchell Interchange is kind of unique in that respect because it's surrounded by residential and businesses. So unlike the heavy urban interchanges that are multi-level, this one is multi-level but in the other direction.
Kathleen Matheson, Deputy Project Manager for the 94 Mitchell Interchange. The Mitchell Interchange is a $350 million project composed of 5 service interchanges. 3 of them are within the actual Mitchell Interchange. The Mitchell Interchange has 3 tunnels. We took over 2 million cubic yards of dirt that we had to excavate out. We took that dirt, created berms throughout the interchange and throughout the roadways, put tree plantings on it to really incorporate the Garden District.
I'm John Sawula, and I'm a Principal Geotechnical Engineer in the Milwaukee office of HNTB. The area where this pond is off to the left here was a high mound of soil, and what we ended up doing with the realigned roadways was building the tunnels to allow the movements that we see, and then also with that to take the stormwater that was generated from these new roadways and get that to a suitable outlet.
Some of the challenges we faced in this project early on were community support. When we first started working with the department on this project and looking at the initial plans, there were over 100 homes that were going to be acquired for the project. And that was just an absolute deal breaker for the city of Milwaukee. We were able to design the interchange to meet the needs to increase safety, to make it a modern interchange with right-hand entrance and exit ramps, and we actually reduced the number of properties required from 100 down to 1. And through that whole process, we had high stakeholder input and actually high stakeholder support for the project.
My name is Andy Kowski, and my role on the Mitchell Interchange project was task lead for developing the transportation management plan. We knew that if we didn't build it with the community, that we wouldn't have support for the project. We really listened to the public. We had over 500 one-on-one meetings with local neighborhood groups, with property owners. So we want to make sure everyone understood what we were doing.
The community, from residents and then major stakeholders, really love the design of the Mitchell Interchange. It's free flow condition, the safety of it, the aesthetic features that we worked with some folks at HNTB to incorporate into the design.
Well, I know a lot of people have come up to me since the project's been completed, and they're very happy with the safety improvements. All of the curves in this interchange have been upgraded to federal standards. One specific curve, known locally as the Plainfield curve, was a compound curve that was quite dangerous and was often the site of many semi-tip overs that resulted in multi-hour closures of the interchange. The new curvature is much better, much safer, and has already seen vast improvement and a reduction in accidents.
When I look back at the Mitchell Interchange, one of the things that comes to mind is the teamwork that was needed to successfully design and build the project. HNTB was part of a joint venture with CH2M Hill, and no matter what, we always put the project and the client first. And we knew that if we were going to have a successful project, and we knew that the client was happy, that individual firm success would happen, and that certainly was the case with the Mitchell Interchange.
MTP and HNTB has shown that they can deliver this type of project for WSDOT time and time again. It's a pleasure working with them. The MTP and HNTB team did a fantastic job.
This project finished ahead of schedule and under budget. And I would think any client would love to see that as an outcome. And I'm proud to say our HNTB-CH Milwaukee Transportation Partners team was very successful in making that happen.